Batman dropped. The Batman. And from what I can understand, the general consensus is people love it. That's all I hear about. Oh, man, it's the best Batman, bro. It's the best Batman, man. Like, yo, fucking Catwoman's amazing. Like, the Batmobile, we love it. Yo, Robert Pattinson is fucking amazing. Like, it's so dark. It's so wicked and crazy. I love the theme song.
It's a great song, Nirvana.
You like the theme song?
I always love that song.
Bruce is looking into Gotham.
Nirvana, that's a great song.
Is that Nirvana? I didn't know.
Yeah.
Well, everybody loves this movie. But do we love it, Justin? Let me tell you. Do we? Let me tell you what I thought.
Good.
Again, everybody's, 10 out of 10. Great. 3 hours is not even enough for this movie, dude. It's amazing. Let me tell you what I thought.
What do you think?
No, this movie was absolutely boring. Boring. This movie was such a fucking bore. Bruh. I'm not even lying to you when I tell you this. I fell asleep at least 5 times. I fell asleep 5 times. Granted, I was very tired. But here's what I have to say about that. I'm not making, that does not, me being tired is not an excuse. A, because I just woke up from a nap, so I should have been able to stay awake. B,
7-hour nap.
7-hour nap. B, I've watched a few movies where I've fallen asleep because I've just been tired, right? But I can tell the difference between me falling asleep because I'm tired and me falling asleep because I'm tired and me falling asleep because I'm bored. Because I remember I falling asleep during my second viewing of Dark Knight, and I was still like engaged. I was just like, damn, I'm falling asleep right now. Like, what the hell? And I fell asleep during A Quiet Place. And I remember every time I woke up, I would be mad. I was like, fuck, like I keep falling asleep. Like I can't stay awake. This movie's great. And I waited, I would watch something and I'm like, damn, I wish I knew what happened. Like I'm missing out on this detail. So I know the difference. I was falling asleep because I was tired and it was boring. And every time I woke up, I was like, it's not over. Like it's still going. It was a bore. I mean, another thing, I was right. Petey Williams was not a good Batman. I didn't buy it. I'm not a fan. I didn't buy him as Bruce. Didn't see him as Batman. He didn't play it well for me. I thought the whole cast around him was great, which I said was going to happen. I said everything around him was going to be great except him. He just didn't do it for me. This is the first Batman that I was like, not a fan. Let me tell you what I did like, though. I did like a few things when I was awake. One, Penguin made Batman look like an absolute idiot in one scene. Did you see it? Did you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I'm saying I'm the Penguin.
My man Batman. People like the idea. People like that this was more of a detective movie. I'll give you, if that's what you like, that's what you like.
That's why I'm surprised you don't like it, because you like that shit.
Solving riddles and stuff.
Yeah.
I like watching other people. I don't like doing it myself. Yeah.
You even said it on the other Batman review.
Yeah, that I like Long Halloween because it was more of like a movie, not just like an action hero movie. Well, again, Petey Williams did not do it for me. Robert Blake that just throws everything off. If Batman isn't good, it's not good. I mean, to me, he looks like a kid, and my Batman is not a kid. This is not my Batman. You know what I mean? I mean, I know that this is like a different version. It's like typical superhero stuff. It's like a whole different world, different universe, and that's fine. But if people like it, that's cool. My Batman is not a teenage boy. That's what he looks like to me. And my thing is, if he's like in his early 20s in this movie, because apparently this is like Batman like year 2, 3.
Year 2, second year.
All right.
Which I said, so
You
I
did.
was right on that.
My question is, before I get to what I liked about it, who trained him?
Alfred.
No way.
Because, they said it in the movie.
Oh, I must have been asleep.
They said
Oh, okay.
Alfred
Did they say?
trained him.
Oh, did they say it? When did they say that?
And, I think Alfred was in the hospital after the house.
Okay, we're going to give a lot of spoilers here. We're not going to hold back. So if you haven't seen it, you don't want to hear spoilers, fast forward. So, okay, that's what I was wondering, because I'm like, if he's so young, they can't go with the League of Shadows thing because he's like in his 20s.
In this timeline, that never happened.
Okay.
Alfred trains him.
Okay, so you're you're gonna have to connect a lot of dots for me when you tell me what happened, and you're gonna have to tell me stuff that actually happened in the movie because I didn't see it. Like I looked at the end, and all I see is a tsunami of water. I just turn it off. I'm like, okay, I have no idea what's happening right now. I turn the movie. I get to the part where they capture the Riddler, who was great, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
And then I wake up and he's out again. I'm like, how the hell?
He's not. Go ahead.
He wasn't out again?
I'll explain it.
Okay. So anyway, Robert Petey Blake wasn't a fan. You know, Richard Drakeson, sorry. But I did like that Penguin made Bruce look like a complete idiot. Okay? For him being a detective, he didn't look like a detective in this part. They were like, Riddler was like, oh, what about a rat with wings? That was the thing. Remember that riddle?
Yeah, hell right.
Yeah, it's a rat with wings. That's how the Riddler talks. And Batman goes, oh, yo, you know what? A rat with wings. You know what that reminds me of? A penguin. I was like, and Gordon is like, yeah, a penguin, sure. So they go over to Penguin. They beat his ass. They throw him against the wall. He's like, the Riddler told me you.
Have this whole car chase.
Yeah, Batman puts him up against the wall. Riddler said it's you. He said that it's a rat with wings.
Hell right.
And Penguin goes, a rat with wings? What makes you think that's a fucking penguin? He's like, if anything, that reminds me of a bat. And I was like, yeah, if anything, it does remind you of a fucking bat. So now Penguin and Gordon are looking at Bruce like, you fucking clown. That's looking a little too much like a bat, like a bat than a penguin. Where do you get penguin? I never seen any penguins in Gotham, but they must have different penguins over there. That was dumb, but it was my favorite part of the movie. I woke up during that. I was like, what? You look like a real goof right now. A fucking penguin. I like that they kept the Long Halloween, that they made Selena Kyle what's Falcone's daughter. I like that. That was in Long Halloween. I thought the guy that played Falcone, he's been in a few Adam Sandler movies and a lot of other things that I've seen him in. I thought he was great. Falcone was probably my favorite guy. I thought he did a fantastic job. There was one other thing that I liked about the movie, the Riddler. Actually, that was my favorite. Falcone was my favorite, second favorite. Riddler was phenomenal. I thought he would have fit very well in the Christopher Nolan trilogy. He was scary, man. Like he would have fit right in there with Bane and Joker. The opening of the movie was pretty good until you see Batman come out of the shadows and everybody's like, okay. And then he beats everybody up and just the Batmobile, don't like it. Bruce is like just all moody and depressed, and he's looking off in the Gotham. And they play that song, and he's sad. I did like this too. That's what I forgot. So they did this thing where Riddler's whole objective is basically to shine the light on corruption in Gotham in all aspects. Right? Is that a good description?
Yeah.
And he sends Bruce a video where he's explaining Bruce's family and everything that he doesn't know about them. He's exposing them to Bruce. And he shows that Thomas and Martha Wayne have a whole backstory where Martha's parents are the Arkham family, right? So the two founding families of Gotham in this movie are Arkham family and the Wayne family. So Martha comes from the Arkham family, and they both died, right? They got killed? The Arkhams?
Martha's mother killed her father.
And killed herself.
And then killed herself. Yeah.
Right. So that's something Bruce don't know. Then Martha gets with Thomas, and Martha goes in and out of the Arkham Asylum herself because she goes crazy.
Yep.
While Thomas is going to become mayor, he's on his whole campaign, and there's a reporter that found out about the lineage and what happened and all the dirty stuff that they do or whatever. So Thomas ends up getting the guy killed, or who gets him guy killed? Falcone?
Thomas hires Falcone to get the guy killed.
Right. So I thought that was a cool backstory. Some people didn't like that.
And then the end to that story? So Thomas did that. He hires Falcone. So Falcone originally told Bruce that it was Maroni
Yeah.
that killed his father.
Right.
But it comes out that Falcone had dirt on Thomas now
Okay.
because Thomas hired him.
Mm-hmm.
So Falcone killed Tom Gaines.
The Waynes. But they didn't specify where it was. Like, it wasn't outside. Was it outside the opera in front of Bruce? Did
No,
they say
they
that?
didn't. They actually
Okay.
didn't tell that story
Okay.
this
I was
time.
glad they didn't do that.
Thank God.
Yeah, they're like, we saw it ad nauseum already. If I saw one more opera scene, I was gonna shoot my own self, leave myself in an alley. So I'm glad they didn't do that. I thought that backstory was good, and then you got freaking Bruce. They play the song, and Bruce is sitting in front of Alfred with his makeup on. Oh, my dad, he was a bad guy. I thought he was a good guy. Oh, my mom was crazy. I was like, oh my God, Bruce, like, what the fuck, bro? Like, I just didn't like it, but I liked the backstory though. And surprisingly, we did a video, we put up a clip of us talking about what we thought about the trailer on the Gritty World channel. We got a lot of comments about what we said, like, oh, you guys are right, you guys are wrong. A lot about us being wrong. But let me tell you, I was vindicated today. I look back on that video, I got at least 6 or 7 people that I saw myself that said I was right, and they hated the movie. They said it was boring,
Yeah.
and they said they didn't like Patty Williams. So I was right. Justin, I assume you really liked it. What did you think?
So,
Oh, by the way, 2 out of 5.
okay. We're going 2 out of 5. Alright, so I don't think this movie is the greatest Batman, but I didn't hate it. I thought it was good. I liked the detective part. That Batman was more of a detective in this. And I thought the whole story of the Riddler trying to expose everything and shine light, I thought that was good.
That was good.
And we had the story of the Riddler, but then we had the Falcone stuff. We had Selina's best friend getting killed.
Whatever happened to her? Why did she get killed?
They said she was doing bad business with the mob or some
Oh,
shit.
so it wasn't anything special.
No, but she got killed. I thought that was a good story. And you had the conflict with Bruce, that he was doing Batman to avenge his family, and then he learns the secret about his
And
family.
he starts crying.
Yeah, so he's conflicted towards the end. He don't know that he's doing this for.
Right.
And then he learns that, making people afraid of me isn't enough. I have to help more. And that's why you see him helping out. I don't know if you got that far.
I was asleep. What did he do? What did he do? Walk the old lady across the street?
He started cleaning up the water, the flood, and rescuing people during the day. So he was doing more
As Bruce or Batman?
as Batman.
Okay.
So
Wonderful.
I like that. Like you said, I like the characters. I like the Penguin, the Riddler, who's fucking badass.
Yeah, he was sick, man. He was good.
He was great. I love that scene where Batman's talking to him in Arkham through
The glass.
glass.
Yeah, I was awake for
That
that.
was a great scene.
Yep.
And he starts singing, humming. That was great.
Yep. He's scary. It was a scary. I saw it as like a scary character.
Yeah. Selena Kyle, I thought
Yeah.
the actress crushed it.
She was good.
She was great. I actually like Falcone.
Loved him.
You know I don't like Falcone.
Yeah, you don't.
Like,
That's right.
no, but he was good in this movie. And as far as Batman, I see where you're coming from. I agree with you. He wasn't a good Batman,
No.
but
No.
he wasn't a horrible Batman.
I don't agree with you. I think it was. It's just. It doesn't. I'm not looking forward to the trilogy or whatever they do. They're gonna make more because people love
Yeah,
this
it's
one.
definitely gonna be a trilogy.
I'm not gonna watch them probably unless I rewatch this one and end up liking it, which it may happen. I doubt it, but I don't see myself watching any of the other ones after this as long as he's in it. And I got nothing personal against the guy. I never really seen him in anything except Twilight, and I'm not using Twilight as a mark against him. I don't care about that. I'm just saying it looks like a kid in a Batman suit. I'm not a big fan of tradition, okay? But traditionally, like I like the Batmans we got, that they're more like older looking, distinguished gentleman looking types, you know. And that one I just don't want to break away from. I think if he played Robin or Nightwing, great. Fine. I don't hate the guy. What were you gonna say?
Oh, you know what I liked? That, you know, the eye makeup, the Batman verse?
Yeah.
I like that they kept that consistent.
Right.
That he took off the mask and the eye makeup is there.
Right. When he cried, it streamed down his face.
In all the other movies, it's not there. You could see it through the mask,
Right.
but then he takes it off
And it's not
and
on.
it's not there.
Good observation. Speaking of observations, people in the comments made an observation about Batman not taking damage. Did you see that? Like where he just didn't appear like he was getting hurt at all and he never appeared injured ever?
No, he did get damaged. He walked in front of the bomb and the bomb blew him back.
Well, I mean, okay, well the bomb blew him back, but I think people are saying like he never appears hurt or like there's no effects from the fights basically. Either in the fights or after the fights.
Well, there aren't that many fights,
Oh, really? They weren't?
happened.
Because
That's what
people are saying oh, this movie was action packed, and I'm like, oh, maybe I just fell asleep through all that.
Bruh, we had the opening scene in the alley with the gang. We had the car chase. We had the fucking Batman versus the Riddler gang at the end, and that's about it.
I gotta watch that part. I gotta watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are telling me, oh, there's tons of action. You guys, everything.
Nah. So I was gonna say I dislike this movie because the lack of action. There was a lot of dialogue. It was 3 fucking hours. And put those two right down. Lack of dialogue, 3 hours. And what else did I not like?
I don't know. But all I know is 2 out of 5. What do you rate it?
I give it a 3.5.
Ah, okay. And you are looking forward to another one?
Yes.
Who do you think the villain's gonna be? Oh, there's a Joker laugh at the end,
The
right?
Joker's at the end, yeah.
Wow. So maybe I'll have to watch it to see the Joker. What I did like I like the vibe of it, like that it was a very dark movie. Yeah, I like that part about it. Like if they would just make an adjustment, aka Bruce, it'd be better. But
And
it was too fucking long.
Yeah, people were talking about the quality and the cinematography.
And it was very dark. You couldn't see a lot of things.
I had a crappy copy of the movie, so that aspect was not there for me.
I didn't have any complaints about what people said it being too dark.
And the sound, I barely heard the Riddler.
Oh, really?
Yeah, again, that was my quality.
I didn't have a, I watched it with headphones, so I didn't really have a issue with the Riddler. Yeah.
So I gotta watch it again. Then there's better quality. Maybe I'll go to the movies. But I did like the movie. I give it 3.5.
All right, there you go. That's our review of The Batman. That will
And
definitely have more episodes.
To explain the Riddler portion to you, so the Riddler gets captured. You made it to that part?
I made it to the part where I didn't see him get captured. I saw him in Arkham or in jail.
Yeah, he got captured and they put him in
I didn't see
Arkham.
how they did it. Yeah.
So then you woke up. It was probably because Batman ended up solving the riddles finally, and he unlocked a video that the Riddler took before the scene where he gets locked up. So Batman watches the video of the Riddler. He explains his plan, and then towards the end, there's a gang of Riddlers, like people that
Like
followed
henchmen,
him and his plan. So that's probably what you saw.
Oh, because I saw him taking a mask off a guy, and I'm like, it was a Riddler mask, and I thought it was the
Yeah.
Riddler. It wasn't him.
That was a Fowler.
Okay, so the Riddler is still in Arkham or in jail.
Hmm.
Okay, got it.
And funny, I don't know if you picked this up,
Probably
but
not.
Bruce did not call himself Batman. He did it once.
Really? He
Yeah,
called himself
The whole
Vengeance.
movie. He called himself Vengeance. Yeah.
And Alfred dies, which I thought was interesting.
No, he didn't die.
Oh, Dre told me not Dre. Somebody told me he died. Yeah, because I saw something. I remember I was like half asleep when whatever happened. What happened to Alfred? Something happened to him.
He blows up in
Right.
the house.
Okay, so I saw that, and then I never saw him again because I was asleep. So I thought he died.
After Falcone, he sees Falcone and he feeds him the bullshit that Maroni killed his parents.
Mm-hmm.
He went to Alfred in the hospital,
Okay.
and Alfred cleared it all up.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't see that, and then somebody in my comments said that he died.
Yeah.
So I thought
And
Alfred
that's
was
where he
dead.
said,
Okay.
I'm sorry, I couldn't be a father figure to you. All I did was teach you how to fight.
Oh, okay. Okay. So that explains it. Good. Okay. Now glad we got all that cleared up.
Yeah.
You think the next one's gonna be good? Depends on who the Joker is, I guess.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
I think, though, that you should give it another try.
I don't know. It was a tedious watch. It was a tedious watch.
I know, but believe me, I know, because I fell asleep the first time.
Oh,
And then
you
the
fell
second-
asleep too.
Yeah.
Wow, this movie's putting people to bed.
I fell asleep the first time.
Oh
And
my
then
god.
The second time, I was watching it, but I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, you see what I'm saying? The movie's boring.
So, but the third time, when I actually paid attention, I, put it together.
What is this?
I
Third time's the
thought-
charm?
Yeah.
You put it together or you enjoy it? It's two different things. No, it's two
I-
different things. Did you put it together or did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it.
You didn't enjoy it.
Because
You know what
I
tell you why
saw-
you didn't enjoy it? Because you fell asleep
Why?
once and you didn't care about the second time. You forced yourself. You force fed it.
No.
You force fed yourself.
I think you should watch it again.
I think that I never want to see it again. I never want to watch another moment of that movie again. Thank you very much. Take that Riddler, put him in another movie, and take Bruce, take Richard Watson, take him out, put somebody else in, and I'll watch the movie. How about that?
But they definitely could have cut a couple of scenes.
Yeah, too much dialogue. I'm gonna go watch
3
Long
hours.
Halloween again. How about that?